Okay, here's basically the rest of the tree. Ended up being like 20 more sections of 14-inch, close to 16-inch wood. There's the original stump that it came from. I'm gonna come back, I'm gonna cut it down to about right here. Seems like this chainsaw is not even, this thing is awesome. It really is awesome. I slid it right through, and that 3/8 chain just really bites. The thing I saw was most impressive about it was its strength. It is a little heavy. It's got some heft to it. There is a little bit of a kickback. Everyone was talking about the kickback. I've definitely felt the kickback. You really got to have a strong handle on that bar because you don't know when it's going to happen. If you hit a tight knot, I hit a couple and I felt the kick, kind of want to kick back, and I just kind of held it. I went down, and I'll show you here in a second. And I started, you can see where all the wood started, the fresh one today. This is as of today. It started about right here. That was where my other chainsaw left off of from the other, well, from 3 weeks ago where I made the other video. And it was just all wobbly, and look at that wobbly cut. This is a more cleaner, straight cut as you can see today. You go to the next one, which is right there. That one kind of fell off over there. You know, the rest of them are just kind of as I did it. And I had this done less than 15 minutes. I mean, really. Then it comes down over here. Tree was angled to their stump. It came all the way across and it breached that side. Now, I'm not going over there because it's too many rocks. I got a chainsaw. No, I'm not doing it. It's too many, the ground is unstable over there, and so I'm just, it's there. It ain't going nowhere. I'm not cutting anymore from over there. But down over here, some that fell. This kind of got a little tricky because it was, you know, above my head. But what I did was I came in, and I didn't film it because, well, I only got one hand and I need both of them for the chainsaw. I did a simple cut. I didn't go all the way through. I did halfway, and then I let the tree rest against itself before the chain grabbed a hold. Well, the tree grabbed a hold of the chain in the bar. I pulled out before it pinched it. Then I came over here and I just started doing the same thing all the way over until I got to about right, somewhere around here. And then, because one of those over there, I think it's that one, that specifically right there, that one, where the tree was actually resting on. And I did all of them that way, and then once they were all done that way and the stress and tension was taken out, I went through and I started, you know, selectively breaking everything up. And like that was a section. All I did was rolled it over and, you know, finished cutting the way through. So the rest of it that was hanging up here, well, because I'd done the stress cuts, that's what I'm calling them. I'm not sure what they're really called, hence why I want to get my certification. Part of the tree was resting right here, and I just finished cutting it there. The whole thing just kind of fell like this, and when it did that, I was able to cut it at certain places and rolled it over like you see down there. Just lumped everything up. Now there are rocks and stuff around through here, so it was really tricky with footing. That's one thing about chainsaws. You gotta watch where you're standing, know your surroundings, know your safety limits, know your surroundings. It's very important. When you cut a tree down, like I'll show you up over here. I went to go cut. I really need my chaps and my earring protection, but yeah, I can't find my ear protection. No, I don't have chaps yet, but one day soon. They're a little pricey. When this tree first started, that tree was in the way. Just kind of snapped that out of the way, just whatever. And I came over and I just kind of cleared everything out, you know. I didn't leave anything to chance, even the smallest twig or smallest branch that was leaning up against it. Believe it or not, this tree had a vine going all the way up it, so it was leaning and doing all kinds of craziness. Could have a chance to be a widow maker, and you don't really want that. But like I said, I'm gonna come in and finish lopping that off and call it good. As you can see, that's part of the vine right there. It went up to the tree and all the way around, went snaked up. It's pretty bad. Those vines can really start to kill a tree. As you see, it's just starting. It didn't finish. Luckily, when I cut through my next section, it didn't make it all the way through, but it was getting brown, so it was time for this one to die. And that's what vines will do. They'll suck the life out of these trees, because most guys know that trees get their nutrients all the way around through here. Yeah, and so anyways, but I know some of you guys are probably thinking, what the crap was he doing here? This is called a hinge cut. And basically, what you have to do is make your notch, you know, as flat and straight as you can get it. And because I started over there with the tip of the chainsaw bent over here. And again, the one that I had, it broke on me halfway through, so I didn't really realize that it was about to do that. That's why chainsaw safety is immensely important. Immensely important. But came back through and I did what's called a breech cut. That's why you see over here these marks right here, these circle marks, where the chainsaw went flat all the way in till about I got to the other side, and I came out, and that's what left what's called the strap back here. And then you come in, and then when you cut like this, the tree actually only has this right here left where it's sitting on. And because it's closer to this edge, the weight and the shift causes it to go. So that's the most effective way to cut down a tree, at least that I know from what I've studied and read up on. Again, I'm not a professional faller. I'm just a dude. I'm just a dude who drives a truck and has got a wood stove. So, I mean, I'm not anyone professional, so don't take my word for it. You know, study, read up on it yourself. Show yourself approved. A workman needeth not to be ashamed, right? So, for the most part, I want to see if I can't start carrying some of these logs downhill. That's going to be the fun part, because I have nothing else but my two hands. And it's a long way down to my house, and I'll show you guys. So, chainsaw's off, and it'll stay in that position until I get home. But I'm going to get this tree down to the bottom of the hill after I cut the stump down. And you guys have a wonderful afternoon. Thanks for watching.